Thanks, Matt, for having us today and looking at your wonderful home. So I thought we'd get into some questions, and most people out there play golf to relax. So that's your profession. So what do you actually do to relax? That'd be
well. The traveling part of what I do is the best part. Being able to go around the world and see different cultures, have different cuisines. So food is a very big part of my relaxation, and also this stuff, the red and the white and the sweet wines around the world is something that I try to frequently get involved in.
So I suppose obviously going on tour then and going on to different sort of countries. I mean, what is it? America? Is it Europe? Where do you like to play golf because of the culinary and the?
Yeah,
and the...
I don't know why, but for some reason going over to America is brilliant. Obviously, especially the West Coast, over Napa Way, we have a tournament over in Napa, so I tend to try and get over there as much as I can to that one. But even coming back and playing in Europe, playing all around Europe, very special. Since the older I've got, the more I've got introduced to wine and loving it, that we're able to go to some special places, which golf and wine seem to mix really well.
Well,
not drinking whilst playing.
I was going to say
afterwards, and the relaxation side to it, and I love wine. It's my switch off. It's the things that I switch off really to learn more about wine and getting into it.
Oh right, okay. So I mean, where's the best place you like playing? What's the best course? Come on.
Well, this week they're playing in Augusta at the Masters, which I narrowly missed out on last week. So that's a special place. I've been there 3 times. That's a really special place. It's hallowed turf. It's something that not everyone can go to. Wentworth, my home course, is a special place to me, and it's an amazing golf course, one of my favourites in the world. Amazing tournament as well. I mean, it's difficult to name one.
Okay, top 3.
Okay, good. Sawgrass, the Players, amazing tournament, unbelievable tournament, great golf course. I always think the best player wins there, so that's special. Probably Pebble Beach, West Coast, America.
Okay.
That's a stunning golf course. And then it's a toss-up between Wentworth and Augusta. Yeah.
How'd you get into golf then?
My parents were both PE teachers, both very sporty. My dad took me to every sport that he could, and I kind of fell on golf a little bit. I was more of a cricketer and a rugby player when I was younger. That was my main sports. I loved cricket. And then I didn't get selected for a couple team events, and golf was that individual sport that I could take care of my own business a little bit and not have to depend on other players as much. And that was my draw. I could take a bucket of balls and go and practice until 9 o'clock at night. That was why I loved it so much. So golf was probably the reason why. The individual side to it was why I was drawn to it. Yeah.
In a practice scenarios then, and how do you focus to actually get to something like the Ryder Cup to be selected? I know you've got obviously win.
Yeah, you've got to do some good golf.
Do you select where you go to try and target?
There's obviously not necessarily just to make the Ryder Cup. Obviously, the schedule that I choose is very important, specific to how I play, specific courses where I like. Obviously, if Napa works in my schedule, I'll probably go there because I'd be more relaxed. I'll enjoy the week. Golf will be not just the main focus where it'll be so much pressure on it. So I like those types of weeks. But yeah, it's all based around getting the best performance out of me. So I probably wouldn't drink as much wine that week, probably none at all, because I don't drink when I play golf. But the Sunday I'd probably visit somewhere and have
to celebrate.
Hopefully to celebrate. Yeah.
So does it affect you? Do you like diets and food? I know you said you love your food and whatever. So does that come into play when you're doing a sort of playing a tournament,
Yeah.
and then move over to say, right, okay, well, I've done a tournament, I'm off to Mackie D's.
Yeah, well, I haven't had McDonald's in ages, but I'd love to. But I tend to normally, so meals in the evening for me are like the thing I think about when I wake up in the morning, right? So all I think about when I wake up in the morning is, where am I going to eat tonight? And it's the thing that gets me through the day, whether it be a good day or a bad day on the golf course. It's the thing that gets me through the round. So I love that. I enjoy that. I think about it a lot. So preparing for a meal that evening is something that I get excited about, wherever we are in the world.
Do you like to cook then?
Love to cook, yeah. Being able to have this place here, and I'm more of the meats guy, and Emily is the finer things. So I'll do the cooking of the meats, yeah.
Or the steaks and...
Steaks, yeah. Steaks and the red stuff, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, great combination.
Yeah.
So what's your first bottle of wine then that you can remember?
Ever?
Yeah.
Should we toast?
Yeah, no, come on,
Cheers.
toast, yeah.
Cheers, Tim.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So a bottle of Saint Joseph Pierre Gagnon, 2018, Burgundy job. I'm not a massive Burgundy guy, but I'm getting more into it. I love my white Burgundies. But I first got into wine. For some reason, I've obviously been introduced to wine throughout my whole life without even knowing it. So my grandparents loved their wine. My parents not so much, but they spoke about it quite a bit. So subconsciously, I've probably been like lured into wine as a youngster. But then I went and played a Pro-Am in Bordeaux. Got invited for a good friend of mine, Gregory Bordy, who played on the European Tour for many years. Really good player. He set up a Pro-Am where he got some professional golfers and some amateurs to go to Bordeaux, and it was wine-based. So we'd play golf, drink some wine on the golf course, and then go to a chateau in the evening and have dinner, wine. And it was Chateau Montrose was the first one I went to there. And I remember they put a glass of 2005, 2010 and 2015, 3 glasses of the Chateau Montrose. And I tasted each one. And that was the moment, the light moment where it switched for me. And I was like, wow, how do I know? I need to learn more about this. I need to know why they taste so different. And they're from exactly the same spot out there in the vineyard. And that was my moment. So that was in 2018, I believe.
Oh, really?
And since then, it's been a constant battle to learn more and understand more. And if my wine knowledge was a handicap, I think I'd be like a 2 or a 3. I'm pretty good, but I'm not scratch, and I'm not a plus figure, and I'm definitely not a pro. So I'm trying to work my way, as everyone else does, tries to work their way to scratch or plus. I'm definitely around a single figure handicapper.
But that's the trouble, is you've got so many different regions and so many different producers. So trying to comprehend the whole lot is just immense.
Yeah, I don't know, the tasting notes, the people that do the blind tastings and the sommeliers who are so good at the pairings and then giving you so much more depth to it. I find it fascinating. Really does. I've got a little bit of OCD about things, whether it be golf or improvements or ADHD, whichever one you want to call it. I need to know more, and wine is something that I think you can just carry on learning about.
Oh, 100%. For me, it's all about life experiences. Like you doing the golf, you get the opportunity to travel around and you meet all these different people. And then when it comes to wine, I feel it's the same. Yeah. So you can do, that will bring back memories now of us sitting here having a conversation. It's like,
I think that's how I remember my wine, is through moments and who I'm having it with. And I definitely think drinking some of my best bottles of wine that I've ever drunk with are because of who I'm having it with or where they're situated. Oh, so it's definitely people orientated, probably some of the best wines.
So one of your good friends comes round, you go, right, okay, we're having steak, chops, whatever, all the meat.
Yeah.
What do you pull?
Depends how good a friend they are. No, I mean, My wine mentor. I like to say he's my mentor because he's a good friend. A gentleman called Dr. Devendra Bhatia in Houston. He's a heart surgeon, and I went again golf and wine mixed. I was playing the Houston Open, got invited to his house for dinner one evening with wine included and stuff. I knew he was a big winey, and he has like one of the largest collections of DRC in America. And
Oh wow!
yeah, I went round there, and the night before he'd had some special state people over, and he'd had a wine flight of Petrus, and so he had the dregs left, and I was able to taste from like 1945, 1950 to 2011 Petrus, maybe 8 bottles, and it was the first time I ever tried Petrus was at his house, and now I've become like best mates with him. Was actually stayed with him 2 weeks ago when we were in Houston, and this guy knows everything about wine. So he's like my mentor, and he told me wine is for drinking, basically. Enjoy the wine that you get. I've always tried to buy wine, like invest it and sell it, and drink it and sell it and stuff at the same time. So there's still an element of selling some wines, but I do enjoy drinking it as well. So I'd take a big hint from him to drink some of the best stuff. If I'm pulling something right now, I'd definitely go to Left Bank, Bordeaux, probably. And if it's going to be a lovely evening, a nice evening, maybe a bottle of Lafite. If I could choose any out of the box, I'd probably choose a 1990, my birth year.
Yeah.
But I do like 2010, something relatively young that's a bit vibrant. And
a bit more fruitier. Yeah. Would you do a flight of wines when you got people around, or do you just hope that they bring some round for you?
I never hope for them to bring wine round, but it's always very nice when they do. I always find it difficult to know if they want me to open it and drink it with them, or if that's a present. But sometimes I ask if they want me to open it. Should we have it together? I'd love to do a wine flight of wines and years. That would be amazing. That's like my ultimate dream of being able to do that every night if I could. But the opportunity to be able to pull out of wines from the cellar here and do that experience with people is really cool.
Yeah, I find that it gives you the option when you've got a sort of somewhere to store it to actually change your mind as well.
Yeah, and I think it's a piece of art. I really do. I think it's visually spectacular, beautiful. But for someone to be able to come in and see, what we've got, choose if they wanted to. I'm happy for friends and family to come around and choose something they want, and I'll always open something up.
Are you sure about that?
No, honestly, I am. I've taken a lot of like I said, a lot of leeway from my friend over in Houston, and he's like, don't hold on to it. You can always get more. Well, sometimes.
Well, some things, yeah.
Sometimes you can always get more, but those are the moments you've got to cherish the most. Is when someone would like to try something, and we'll crack it open.
So, like for instance, for me, I've got particular wines that I choose, and particular people come around, and obviously you've got your selection in there. So, is it based on all the stuff that you've done before, or have you visited any of the vineyards? Have you gone to?
Yeah, we've been lucky to go to a lot of places. We spend a lot of our holidays picking around vineyards as well. So if we went to Italy, we started in Florence and went down to Bolgheri, went to Guida del Tasso, Sassicaia, Ornellaia, and visited those before heading down and doing our main holiday down in the south of Italy. Brilliant. We've done the same in America. We had a week off in between tournaments, and we went up to Napa and spent a couple of days there, went to the French Laundry, went to Schaefer, Contessa, Opus, Abreu, one of my favourites. Brad Grimes at Abreu is brilliant. First time I ever tasted wine out of a barrel, still in fermentation.
Really?
Yeah. So, and then I've bought a couple bottles of that same wine that we had from the barrel, which is unbelievable. So little stories like that, is memorable, memories that will last forever. So yeah, we've been able to visit quite a few spots.
So obviously you take that and you bring that back here and you put that.
Yeah, because I think when I can pull that out, some people are bored of it. A lot of my friends are like, just open the wine, Matt, don't want to hear about it. But some people are really interested, and they go, when I start talking about those things, they're fascinated and they go, oh wow. And I remember how I played that week or the week before, and it was a good time. That was my first ever bottle of DRC I tried, was with him, the Romany Saint Vivant, 2005.
Wow.
It was sensational.
But what I really like is the fact that, again, that gives you memories.
Yeah, and I wanted to show you this bottle that we spoke about before. This Chateau Montrose, 2005. So this was the wine that got me into wine, basically.
Wow.
And when we went to Bordeaux and played that Pro-Am, this was the wine that they gave us. And this is the last bottle I had of the case, the 2005 Chateau Montrose, which is sensational. This is drinking unbelievable. I think I last tried it last year though, so a good while ago. But that's the last bottle I've got, so that'll be opened on a special day with my family at some point.
Oh, wow.
But it's just this is the memory, you know, this is what I love about wine. This is the wine that got me into wine. And shout out Montrose, if you're hearing. It's my last
Any
bottle.
freebies?
It's my last bottle, so if you wanna help us out. I love that we were able to, you know, make it look like it was already here. Like how you matched up the metalworks of the staircase, that it blends in. The lighting's very similar to the lighting that we've got in the house. The wood, you gave us the option to choose the wood. It's really nice. You've done a great job.
Thank you. Fabulous house here, Matt. It is, I have to say, beautiful. And I said the finishing is amazing, and we're quite privileged to have actually been able to fit a wine cellar for you under the stairs there, because it's vacant space. I mean, what was your thought process when you come in here? I mean,
well, I'd been following you guys on social media for a long time, and I'd seen a lot of your work, and I was taken aback. Like the stuff that you guys do is amazing. So there was no real decision to be made. It was just where you guys were going to help me put it in, and the space under the stairs there was perfect. And as soon as we bought the place, we instantly thought that's going to be the wine cellar. And it's the first thing we did in the house was the wine cellar.
Most important, obviously.
Most important, of course. The golf room and stuff can come later, you know. But the wine cellar, it was a perfect space for it. Temperature controlled. Everything is done. You guys have done an amazing job. It looks brilliant. Lighting, choice of the wood, the metal on the outside, it all fits in great. And as nice as the house is, it fits with the house perfectly. And like I said before, it's like a piece of art. It needs to be shown off, and I love it. It's the first thing that you see when you come into the house, you know, and it just allows you to walk into where we are now, into the kitchen, and yeah.
So I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
So you're OCD, and like me, the wine labels and the colourful ones and everything like that, do you like put certain ones because of, and then you have to turn them a certain way to make sure?
Yeah, for sure. We would and ahh in where to put what, and do we put, you know, our European, French, Spanish, you know, I've got some sweet wine in there as well. I mean, I've got so much wine. There's also another little fridge over there that's got some more, and there's a fridge out the back that has some more wine in. I've got some great bottles of wine in there, but the ones that mean the most to me are the ones that I can relate to the best memories and where we've been and where we got that from, and how I can relate that to the past and stuff like that.
Okay, best vineyard you've been to?
Oh, good one. Schaefer's unbelievable, beautiful.
Really?
Absolutely beautiful. And they look after us. They look after everyone. I know they do, because when we went there for the first time, they do the same sort of trip for everyone. But since then, they've been on top of us and been very kind, sent me messages of congratulations whenever I do well, so they stay on top of their clients. Really, really nice. And then Elias, the winemaker, signed a bottle of wine for us when we last went there, and I've still got that in there, so that's special.
Wow,
I haven't opened it,
is,
but I mean, stuff like that. That's a beautiful, beautiful plot.
Okay, that's America. What about Europe? What's the best one in Europe?
Guy del Tasso is unbelievable down in Bulgari area. Beautiful. Sit out on the terrace, have lunch, overlooking the vineyards. The wine is sensational. The wine on site as well is way cheaper than what you can get it elsewhere.
Yeah, of course.
And you can backdate so many years, and that was brilliant. So we had a bunch of wine there from the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. So that was great. And then down in Bordeaux, like when we went to Mouton, that was pretty special. Yeah, and but I had dinner with Saskia Rothschild. Was very fortunate to do that, and their stuff at Lafitte is sensational.
Oh, it is, yeah. It's your birthday, isn't it?
On Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. So
what have you done,
I've
Tim?
got this out of my cellar because there's 2 bottles I had, and I drank one of them with some very good friends of mine, and it came out unbelievably well. So I thought, do you know what? I got one left.
Oh my God.
And it's your birthday. 1969.
Oh my God, Smith Oak Lafitte. I've got some of that in there.
I thought you might, since you're a Bordeaux man, I thought you might like that.
That's unbelievable. Thank you, mate.
No, it's all right.
I really
you know, it's your birthday, and also, you know, congratulate you on your success. But
wow, how's that drink? How was that?
do you know what? You know when you everybody.
That's the oldest bottle of wine I have now. That's amazing.
It is drinking. Look at the fill on it.
Neck,
Look at the fill on that for 69. That's unbelievable, and it drinks surprisingly.
That's really special. Thank you, mate.
No. I like you said, wine is for sharing and enjoying. So that, you know, happy birthday.
That's unreal. I'm gonna open that on Sunday.
You got have you got a Durant?
Yeah, I got a Durant there.
Oh, that's right. You're fine then. That's right, because that'll be a challenge to open that.
Well, I'll be the first. Well, I've used the Durant before, but only on younger bottles, so that'll be the first.
That is,
challenge.
it is. Even with a Durant, it sometimes is. But I'm, you know, I don't know what the, you know, in a day, but the one that I had was absolutely amazing.
Really?
It's like walking through forest floors, and it's like all the different flavours still had so much fruit in it. It's ridiculous. And it's
brilliant. Thank you, mate. That's amazing. Thank you very much.
But I don't know how many of those are left. I'm sure they've got plenty of them, but for me, this is the last one I've had in my cellar.
When they find out, maybe they'll send us a load more, you and I.
Cheers.